Okay, this video is absolutely blowing up the internet. Like, it is all over the place, getting millions and millions of views. I'm going to share with you the entire video, and the speculation is running absolutely rampant that President Macron, Prime Minister Keir Starmer of England, and the Chancellor of Germany on the train in Poland after talks with Ukraine and a ceasefire. They're in talks with President Trump and the US. I'll talk about that as well. People think that Macron and maybe even the rest of these guys were all doing cocaine on the train in Poland. And I got to tell you something. None of this is confirmed. French media is going on a blitz right now saying this is all BS. It was just a tissue and it was just a stirrer. But we're going to watch the video together and check it out. I want to get your thoughts on this. Like, what in the world? The biggest thing that I noticed about this video is the faces and the expressions on the president of France, Macron, on his face, and on the face of the vice chancellor of Germany. Wait till you see this in context. It's really hard to refute. And then come on back. I've got some amazing, huge bombshell announcements. Our president never sleeps. He even hinted by saying this on Truth Social. Check this. He posted this today saying, "My next truth will be one of the most important and impactful I have ever issued. Enjoy." Okay, now before I show you the entire video of riding that train high on cocaine, you guys know the Dead song. I know you do. You're singing it right now. I have to say this. I want to say a heartfelt, it is May 11th, 2025, a heartfelt happy Mother's Day to all the amazing, awesome mothers here watching right now. We love you. You are the heartbeat of humanity. Without you, nobody exists. And I can say unequivocally, my wife is literally the nucleus of our entire family. I wouldn't have the success that I have with you guys here on this channel in every other aspect of my life, my kids, my personal, professional, etc. My very own mom, who got me into business back when I was 13 years old. We worked, she took me in and we worked on the one of our very first brick and mortar businesses. It was a leather shoe business, handbag business back in the early 90s. A big shout out to all the mothers. We love you. Happy Mother's Day. I hope your day is a fantastic. Okay, now here is the full video clip of them on the train together. And then watch it very, very closely, especially Macron and the Chancellor of Germany. Look at their faces. Even Keir Starmer looks guilty. Watch this.
It's a long walk. I'll be back in Poland.
And through my bathroom, huh?
Yeah? It's literally. We came through Germany, and then we made it to France.
German bedroom, and
we got through the border.
Right.
Make a photo, and after that you will, will be allowed to have a drink.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
Tout le monde va bien. Ok, c'est bon. Merci, merci, merci.
Okay, there just seems to be such a very strange, awkward silence. Now, cocaine is illegal in France. I'm sure in Great Britain it's the same, especially for public officials. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, again, everybody's denied this. There hasn't been any single verification on this. Obviously, they're going to deny it, but it is absolutely blowing up the internet. I want to share this clip. This was way back in 2020 when the war was just starting. This is a clip of Zelensky, and he had cocaine on his table. This clip went viral not that long ago, and a bunch of fact checkers checked it and said it was deep fake.
After the war, you're very welcome. I invite you. Yes.
That sounds good. Well, I look forward.
After the war.
I'm just watching it again. Okay, I can't verify any of this as being true. These are all just allegations, but this is news because this video is literally breaking the internet. And there's all sorts of conjecture and allegations. And then you look at their faces and you start to see their mannerisms. And then check out this clip right here of Macron and Zelensky. I don't think Macron's ever been this physical with his own wife. Watch how chummy they are here as they seem to be all over each other. Watch this.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am ready. Thank you.
Look, I get the whole French thing, you know, I get the whole, you know, across the pond thing, the Europeans, the Mediterraneans. I've got some of them in my own family. I know we can be very touchy. I'm a very touchy person. But man, that was like, whoa, a kiss, a hug, a triple hug. I mean, an emotional look in the eyes, like looking into each other's souls. And then again, there's so much footage of fidgety McFidget, you know, a gremlin grommet Zelensky, who's like, you know, doing this all the time and twitching and touching his face and doing all sorts of things like that. Ooh. Like he just got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Am I wrong? I mean, he just had such a guilty look on his face. They all look guilty because that's all they do is lie, lie, and lie some more. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Okay, I want to change gears now on some huge announcements by President Trump today. The first being, if I were you, I would start impregnating my stock portfolio. Secretary Bessent traveled to Geneva to talk with China. And today the White House announces they have a deal with China on trade. The White House just posted today that they have made a deal with China in Geneva. You can see the date right there. This is straight off of their bulletin board. You can see Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, who we all know and love, who had to face that embarrassing absolute bashing and embarrassment of a hearing with Maxine Klingon Waters and the rest of the demo trash. He posted this saying, quote, "I'm happy to report that we have made substantial progress between the United States and China in the very important trade talks. First, I want to thank our Swiss host. The Swiss government has been very kind. I think that led to a great deal of productivity. We'll be giving details tomorrow, but I can tell you that the talks were productive." He also says at the end there that there will be a complete briefing tomorrow morning, Monday. You know, your boy Nez is going to keep you up to date on all of that. So stay tuned. This is absolutely huge. All of that fear mongering, all of the spreading of lies that the radical propagandist media, really fueled by the radical left media, the corporate media, but also by these ridiculous, unqualified congressmen and women from the far radical left. He's ruining the economy. He's ruining our prices. He's raising the prices. He's ruining our prestige against the world. This just goes to show, when you're playing chess, don't listen to the checker players. This is brilliant. And again, I'm going to say it again, not financial advice, but I know I'm going to. The stock market tomorrow, woo, Nelly, it's going to be a boom. Another huge announcement. Ukraine and Russia have agreed to meet. President Trump posted this on Truth Social saying President Putin of Russia doesn't want to have a ceasefire agreement with Ukraine, but rather wants to meet on Thursday in Turkey to negotiate a possible end to the bloodbath. Ukraine should agree to this immediately. At least they will be able to determine whether or not a deal is possible. And if it is not, European leaders in the U.S. will know where everything stands and can proceed accordingly. I'm starting to doubt that Ukraine will make a deal with Putin, who's too busy celebrating the victory of World War II, which could not have been won, not even close, without the United States of America. Have the meeting now. It appears that Zelensky, the gremlin grommet, has agreed, but I got to tell you, what he posted on X, to me, just reflects again how much this guy is an absolute obstacle to peace time and time again. Watch this. Zelensky posted this saying, "We await a full and lasting ceasefire starting from tomorrow to provide the necessary basis for diplomacy. There is no point in prolonging the killings, and I will be waiting for Putin in Turkey on Thursday. Personally, I hope that this time the Russians will not look for excuses." I don't understand. Does that sound like somebody who wants peace? The man has agreed to meet with you. Okay, you don't have to like each other. You can hate each other, but this is not diplomatic, posting that on X. A childish accusation to start it off. Hey, Zelensky, maybe, as I've said many, many times before, maybe you're the problem. I hope they don't come up with excuses, but I'll meet with them. That's exactly what you sound like. Okay, and lastly, if you made it this far, God bless you. I love you guys. I always like to give you guys a little bonus that I don't mention is coming in the outset of the video. This video is going viral too, of Congressman Tim Moore, who seems to share a secret downstairs staircase in the Lincoln Room, and he's getting a ton of pushback from a lot of different people from all different walks of life, from politicians to so-called influencers, et cetera, et cetera. I hate that word influencer, but anyway, he's getting a lot of pushback. Why are you sharing these secrets publicly? And why are you posting these everywhere? This isn't, we don't need to share these things with enemies, or we have so many enemies within and without. Why are you even sharing this? I want to share the video that he posted, and then we'll talk about it. Check this out.
So this is one of the neat things about the U.S. Capitol. Of course, this building, construction started in the 1700s. And there are all sorts of little hidden passageways. You saw I just pulled this cover up. Yeah. And you can see, if we get the camera to come over, don't fall in. We don't need a workers' comp claim today. But you can see there's a passageway. These are long stairs that used to be here, that were closed off. We're just off of what's called Statuary Hall, which at one time was the actual House chamber. So, and it's outside there. But this is just an example of some of the little hidden secrets in the Capitol. And so one of the things whenever we bring tour groups in, if it's a small enough group, if it's a big group, we can't do it. But if it's a small group, we'll actually take them down this hall. Believe it or not, my big self have actually gotten down, and more importantly, out of this hall. I'm not going to debut that again for today, but suffice to say, I've been able to live and tell about it and get out of there. But it goes all the way down. It's an old staircase, and I'm told, I can't verify this, I'm told that this staircase, which opens to, if you go down, it formerly opened to the outside, was one of the staircases that British soldiers used when they breached the Capitol during the War of, I think it was 1814, when they actually attacked Washington. When they came in, it was one of the stairs that British soldiers actually came up. So a lot of just amazing history in this building. And so when folks come from North Carolina, we try to show things that if it's a small enough group, things are timed right, you can actually let folks go down there. The kids seem to love it. A lot of older folks, not so much. But it's just one of the neat things about the Capitol, as well as the other day-to-day things that folks see all the time. Thought I might share that with you.
I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. This pushback that Congressman Tim Moore seems to be getting, honestly, I think, and I can't wait to get your thoughts on this, but here's my take. If the White House is breached by enemies, foreign, domestic, what have you, I think the last thing we're going to worry about are some secret stairs that are being used on tour groups, underneath a room that's probably not easy to find. Okay. He says it's in a specific location, the Lincoln Room or whatever. But I think that's the last of our worries if the White House gets breached. Oh my gosh, it was because of Tim Moore. He showed him the secret staircase. I don't think so. But I'd love to get your thoughts on this. I don't know about you, but I plan on taking my family to D.C. in the next year or two. President Trump has opened up White House tours. Again, we did a video on that not that long ago. I'm so excited. I think the patriotic fervor of the country is all-time high. Thank God. You see people who are, putting their a hand to their brow a lot faster with more conviction, singing the national anthem with more girth and feeling. I just love it. I absolutely love it. And I think that we owe it a lot to that, I think we owe a ton of that to our president, Commander-in-Chief, President Trump. Thank you so, so much. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this and everything else that we covered today. Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. It's free. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.